Record. Okay, class. Good morning and welcome sa aton nga third video sa aton nga government accounting. Our topic for today is about revenues and other receipts. Okay, so it's in a PowerPoint presentation and ginbasa ko kagina ang topic. Okay man. So wala man ta di mayo computation man, no? We're more of concept kag sa journal entries. Okay, so we have the learning objectives. We have to state the sources of revenue of a government entity, then state the recognition and measurement of revenue. So hint, it's still somewhat like similar, no, sa measurement and recognition and measurement of revenue in a normal and a business entity. So same man sa inyo financial accounting. Okay, so that means kabalo na kamo ni, sagad na kamo ni no, sa measurement of revenue. So we have fundamental principles for revenue. So all revenues shall be remitted to the Bureau of Treasury and included in the general fund, unless another law specifically allows otherwise. Recording in other types of funds, such as special fund, shall be made only when authorized by law. So this is one of the fundamental principles for revenue in government accounting, no? All revenue should be remitted to the Bureau of Treasury, no? In case there is another law allows otherwise, no? Pwede ka nga hindi mo pag-remit imo nga collection. No, same to sa atong klase, no, nag-retain siya 10,000, ginsugtan lang sa no ni isang law nga mag-retain, no, for its future operations, no, contingency fund, no. Okay, receipts shall be properly acknowledged through pre-numbered ORs. Receipts can be in the form of checks. Okay, every receipt you must issue an OR, same man sa aton nga business entity. So it's only a part lang sa aton fundamental principles. There are a lot of fundamental principles for revenue sa notes nga akong ginhatag, which is halina siya sa libro. So if you want to study, so basahan nyo na ang notes. Okay? It's like reading the book. No, if wala ka pa libro, so si Miss may libro, dayon may note block, gin-convert into PDF, gin-send sa inyo, no, para klaro. Okay, sources of revenues. Revenues may arise from exchange and non-exchange transactions. Okay, what are exchange or what is an exchange transaction? Examples, the sale of goods or rendering of services. So in exchange, no, there is a may equivalent siya nga ano ni nga exchange. Ano paano ko ni siya explain man? May equivalent ka nga na baton. Okay? No, sa exchange transaction, in exchange sa kwarta nga imo nga nabaton, so there is an magin give up ka, no, nga asset or liability nga na extinguish. So kinanglan ko kodigo sa libro kay hindi tanan nabutang sa PowerPoint. Okay, exchange transaction. Okay, or transactions in which one entity receives assets or services, no? Nakabaton ang isa ka party assets or services or has liabilities extinguished and directly gives approximately equal value to another entity in exchange. So non-exchange transactions, so are transactions in which an entity either receives value from another entity without directly giving approximately equal value in exchange. So example of this is tax revenue, fines, penalties, and donation. So wala iya ang may isa ka party nga wala sang may give up. Okay? So that's non-exchange transaction. Pero ang isa ka party is may nabaton. No? May nabaton sa pero wala saya may give up nga service or goods, no, in exchange sang nabaton niya. So may ginbaton lang gid saya. No, that's example of this is tax revenue, no. Ang may ginbaton sila nga revenue, no, as tax, pero wala sila may give up nga asset, no, or liability extinguish, fines and penalties, no, mga penalty, and donations. Okay, so we have sale of goods. Revenue from sale of goods should be recognized when all of the following conditions are satisfied. Okay, significant risk and rewards. The entity does not retain continuing managerial involvement. Probable that economic benefits will flow. Revenue can be measured reliably. Costs relating to the transaction can be measured reliably. Okay, ara na sa inyo nga financial accounting, no? Same man na sa government accounting. Okay, rendering of services, we have here the revenue from rendering of services is recognized on a straight line basis over the contract term. No? However, revenue is recognized by reference to the stage of completion if the outcome of the transaction can be estimated reliably, such as when all of the following conditions are satisfied. The stage of completion can be measured reliably. Probable economic benefits will flow to the entity. Revenue can be measured reliably. Costs relating to this transaction can be measured reliably. No? Revenue is recognized on a straight line basis over the contract term. Why contract term? It's contract term. No? Pero kung stage of completion, as long as the stage of completion is measured reliably, no, there is probable economic benefits, revenue can be measured reliably, costs relating to this transaction can be measured reliably, you can use the stage of completion method in recognizing your revenue. So when the outcome cannot be estimated reliably, revenue is recognized only to the extent of recoverable cost. Next, interest, royalties, and dividends. So interest is recognized on a time proportion basis that takes into account the effective yield on the asset. Okay? Then royalties is recognized as they are earned in accordance with the substance of the relevant agreement, and dividends are recognized when the entity's right to receive payment is established. So wala pa tagahulat, no? Sa no tama bato ng dividend, no? For as long as the entity has the right to receive the payment, then we can already record dividends as our revenue. So measurement of revenue from exchange transaction. So revenue from exchange transactions are measured at the fair value of the consideration received, no, or receivable. Fair value of the consideration received or receivable. No? Muna sa dira ta gina-measure nga tong revenue from exchange transactions, no? Any trade discounts and volume rebates shall be taken into account, and when cash flows are deferred, the fair value of the consideration is the present value of the consideration receivable. Okay. So exchanges of goods or services, if it is similar, no revenue is recognized. Exchange, no? Nagbaylohanay kita. So somewhat like barter. So similar ang atong ginbaylo, so no revenue is recognized. Same ang atong give up, same ang atong ginbayad. So no revenue recognized. Okay, if it is dissimilar, revenue is recognized. Measure using the following order of priority. Number 1 or letter A, fair value of the goods or services received. Okay? Unahon ta ha, record ta if exchanges of goods or services and they are dissimilar in nature, revenue is recognized first at fair value of the goods or services received, adjusted by the amount of any cash transferred. Okay? So if you are if you could recall, no, ang sa financial accounting yung topic I cannot remember ano na siyang topic, basta ara sa I don't know if it's in inventory or PPE. Nalipat ko class or sa financial assets. I cannot remember, pero mo to siya, no, gina-add ta, no, or gina-divide, gina-less ta ang cash nga kin-transfer ta plus ang fair value. Hindi ko na siya pag-explain, no, kahit hindi man na siya wala man ko computation na sa among ni exchanges. Ara na niya sa inyong FinAc. I'm just I'll explain to you lang kung sa government accounting, no, paano siya gina-measure, paano siya gina-record, no. So it's fair value of the goods or services received, adjusted by the amount of any cash transferred. Or number 2, fair value of the goods or services given up, adjusted by the amount of any cash transferred. Okay, that's for the similar exchanges of goods or services. For non-exchange transactions, revenue from non-exchange transactions are derived mostly from taxes, fines, gifts, donations, and good in kind. Okay, so revenue from non-exchange transactions are derived mostly from taxes, fines. They are received without directly providing something equal value in return. So we have here tax revenue. So we have the type of tax and the taxable event. We have income tax, earning of taxable income, value-added tax, undertaking of a taxable activity, goods and services tax, purchase of sale or sale of taxable goods or services, the customs duty, the movement of dutiable goods or services across the customs boundary, death duty, death of the owner of the taxable property. Death duty is somewhat like estate tax. Property tax, passage of the time period for which the tax is levied. So we have gifts, donations, and goods in kind recognized as revenue measured at fair value when it is probable that future economic benefits will flow to the entity. Now, measurements on gifts, donations, and goods in kind, it's fair value when it is probable, no, most likely to be received. No? If without condition, recognize immediately as revenue. No? If gindonate sa imo without condition, okay, hatag ko na sa imo, hindi na ako maghatag condition. Revenue is recognized immediately. So if with condition initially recognized as liability and recognized as revenue only when the condition is satisfied. Okay, so if there is a condition, okay, I'll give you this amount, no, as the donor. You can use this as long as you will use this to construct a road. Okay, pag receive mo, your record this as deferred income, no, as revenue. So after constructing the road, after meeting the condition given by the donor to you, so that's the time when you are going to record that income as your revenue, as your earned revenue. Okay? So other services in kind, it's not recognized as revenue. Of course, no, serbisyuhan ka, you cannot measure that reliably, so it's not recognized as revenue. Debt forgiveness. So carrying amount of debt forgiven is recognized as revenue. So gin-forgive ang imong utang. So the carrying amount of the debt forgiven will be recognized as revenue. Bequest. So transfer made according to the provisions of a deceased person's will, recognized as revenue, measured at fair value if asset recognition criteria are met. Grant with condition, as what I have said earlier, initially recognized as liability until condition is satisfied. Pledges or unenforceable promises to give, it is not recognized as revenue. Concessionary loans, loans with below market rate, the difference between the fair value and the transaction price is recognized as revenue if non-exchange transaction. Okay? So to further understand, no, sang ginawa, sang ginaistorya ko di, no, based sa aton nga PowerPoint, you must read, no, ang notes. No, it's more of a theories, no, sa theories sa revenue. Okay? So may ari to the example, no, itong grant with condition. No? Okay. Proceed. So impairment losses and allowances for impairment losses. So when an amount already recognized as revenue becomes uncollectible, it is recognized as expense or impairment loss rather than an adjustment to the revenue originally recognized. So ang uncollectible ta nga revenue, no, since na-recognize na to siya previously, dayon na-impair nga atong revenue, so ang atong impairment will be considered as an expense. No? Same man na Japan ang iyang effect, no, sa aton income statement. No, kung ibuhin to sa revenue or recognize to as expense. Okay, other receipts, we have subsidy from national government and other national government agencies recognized as revenue from assistance and subsidy. So receipts from excess cash advance. Okay, ang cash advance mo nagsubra no after liquidation, is it a revenue? No, it will not be recognized as revenue. No, it is merely ang sobra sina ginuli. So we should not issue an OR for that. Usually, no, sa practice bala class, ang mga sobra na sang mga cash advance kina-issuehan nila OR. So gina-record na siya as revenue, no? Cash na siya originally, no? Ginpagwa sang company, no, for that certain type of activity. Pag liquidate may sobra nga kwarta, ginuli lang sa cash, no? Then the rest are expenses, no? Recognized as expenses if it is duly supported with supporting documents. Otherwise, i-charge na sa tawo nga nag-liquidate, no? Personally sa iya siya na mabayad. No? Pero ang sobra sa cash, no, gin cash advance, gin liquidate, may sobra ginuli, you must not issue an OR for that since it is not a revenue. It is merely a return of cash, no? Ang cash, yung cash advance ginkuha sa aton nga ang cash, no? Ang cash advance ginkuha sa aton nga cash, gin liquidate, may sobra ginbalik sa cash. Okay? So overpayment of expenses, oh, same man na sa jabo, no? Nagsobra aton expenses, nagsobra aton bayad sa aton expenses. So pag recognize ta sa saktong amount sang supposed to be expenses ta, it must be returned, no, sa aton nga cash, not recorded as revenue. Okay, performance bonds and security deposits, no, ang security deposit, di ba, most likely it's refundable. So pagbalik sa aton, no, gin-refund sa aton, it will not be recorded as revenue. No, ginbalik lang na sa aton nga cash. Okay? So collections on behalf of other entities, iya na ni entity B. Si entity A nag-collect. So revenue ta na? No, it's not. No, sa aton lang gin-remit pero iya na ni entity B. So si entity B na record. So, first mo na ba na si branch kag si home office? So, hindi ta na napag-complicate, no? Yung collection collection ni, na supposed to be yan ni branch, yung collect ni home office, so sino ma-record? Okay? Si home office, hindi ta na napag-complicate. Okay, intra-agency fund transfers, no? Transfer from one agency to another agency, no, ang cash, no, you must not recognize that as revenue even though nakabaton ka cash. Okay, revenue does not always means receiving cash, ha, no, miyara ta recognition measurement criteria sa aton revenue, so we must follow that. Okay, humbali ako no application of concepts, so not to complicate your life, you have to only read sang chapter ang ginhatag ko, the revenues and other receipts. So I'll proceed with another video naman dayon for disbursements. Okay, so we're done with revenues and other receipts. Okay, happy studying class. God bless sa inyo nga pagtuon.